what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And today, our first video of 2024. Today we're going to review the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beast Noah Diaz EXO-SUIT. I actually dig this figure quite a lot. This is a hilarious figure, but a very cool figure nonetheless. I do quite like this guy. But before we take a closer look at this one, we're going to show off some various images of the packaging itself. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here we have Noah Diaz EXO-SUIT fully transformed into his alt mode, and it's that of a jet. It's a jet. Yeah, it is a jet with feet sticking out of the back. Very, very weird and interesting alt mode choice here. Hasbro made him into a jet. Sure. Yeah, but not much of a transformation, because you look underneath. It's the whole EXO-SUIT body right here. I told you this will make me laugh, but anyway. But there's some nice paint apps going on here. He's got some nice metallic blue paint on the wings, on the tail fins, on the nose cone, a little bit of black right here. And then he has that's the blaster stored in jet mode, which is quite that actually works pretty well, so actually quite nice. Would have been nice if they actually painted it up a bit more so make it look better, but oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, not much of a transformation. It's just a tiny little jet with it's just like a Noah under a jet. It's not a robot because he's a human, so yeah, pretty much a Noah under a jet. So, but I do quite like it. It's for the sake of being in the Transformers Studio Series line. It has to transform. It has to have an alt mode. So sure, yeah. I mean, in the movie, Mirage can basically turn into anything. He turned into a Lamborghini. He turned into an F1 race car. He turned into a garbage truck. And then even Noah asked Mirage whether he could turn into a helicopter. I mean, it would have been possible, but oh well. I mean, they could have made this figure turn into a little car. I guess that would have worked a bit better, but a jet! Hey, why not? A jet, sure. But yeah, it looks kind of cool. I do quite dig it. It's in the Mirage color scheme, so I do quite like it. Yeah. So not much to say about the jet mode here. Not much to say here. So yeah, without further ado, let us move on to the comparisons, shall we? Here is Noah Diaz compared with the original EXO-SUIT, the Spike Witwicky EXO-SUIT in his alt mode. So, there we go, the two weirdest. I mean, this alt mode is already quite weird, but this is what Daniel transformed into in the 1986 movie. So anyway, moving on to the next set of comparisons. And here we have Noah Diaz compared with the other Studio Series Rise of the Beast Autobots that we have so far. And yeah, I own Mirage. I do own Mirage. I did show him on stream, but I haven't reviewed him yet, so we can't bring him in yet. So once I review Mirage, then we'll have the group ready for the comparisons. But for now, it's just these four Autobots. Well, this guy is an Autobot. He's a human, an Autobot allied human. There we go. That's the only explanation I can give you there. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons right here. So yeah, I guess that's it for the for Noah Diaz's alt mode here. It's a jet. It's a jet. But anyway, so let us transform this guy into his EXO-SUIT mode. I can't say robot mode because he isn't a robot. He's a human wearing an EXO-SUIT. But the figure looks like a robot. But anyway, so first things first, I want to remove the blaster right here. I'm gonna put that off to the side, and we shall begin. So now we take the wings, bring them back, and there we have that done. So now we take the legs and we untab them so that this section of the jet can rotate up. Bring this up. There are tabs and slots right in there. Tab slots. So there we go. Just tap this in like so. And then bring up the nose cone section. And bring this up. And there we go. We got the backpack all done. So now we untab the arms. Untab the arms from the wings, untab the arms from the wings, and there we go, arms done, hooray, and rotate his head. Now, you don't need to rotate his head, you know, I mean, you can just leave it face you like that. I mean, I prefer to rotate the head around so you don't see his face underneath the jet. And there we go, straighten up the legs, bring up the foots, and bring up the foots, and there you go, that's it. Extremely simple transformation, but hey, but there you go. There is Noah Diaz, fully transformed into his robotic EXO-SUIT mode. It looks pretty good in my opinion. Looks quite screen accurate, minus the jet backpack. But thankfully there's something you can do about it, but we'll show that off in a bit. But yeah, it looks quite good in my opinion. I do quite like it. I really like the detailing on this little core class figure. You know, it looks quite screen accurate in my opinion. Yeah, I do quite dig it. The head sculpt is wearing the visor. I prefer this over the showing the human face because the last time they did that, you know, with Spike, the face was not that great, because they didn't paint the face, so I'm glad they didn't try to put a human face in there, so yeah, so I actually like this one so much better. Would have been nice if this happened in the film, but oh well, it is what it is, but still looks quite nice. I like the paint work on the chest, the arms, and the legs here, nice silver, nice metallic blues. Would have been nice if the shoulders, the hips, and the feet were painted, but oh well, it is what it is. And you have an arm blade that's permanently built into this figure, but hey, it's a cool arm blade. I do quite dig it. So, but yeah, all in all though, it looks good. It looks in my opinion anyway, so I do quite dig it. So, as far as his articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, as you can see. You can rotate a full 360. He can look up quite a lot. He can do the whole thing. He can look up. Hey, what's up there? So he can do that. He can't really look down. Shoulders. Now, if you remove the backpack, I told you it's removable. Now you can remove the backpack. You have full range of movement here for the arms, so the arms can rotate a full 360, can move in and out. There is a ball joint at the elbow, so there's a rotation, there is a bend, and there is a ball joint at the waist, so you got a backwards ab crunch. Sure. There's a rotation at the waist, and the legs can move up that far, can move back only that far, and can move out only that far. There's a ball joint at the knee, so there's a bit of rotation. There's a knee bend, 90 degrees, and there's a ball joint at the feet, so there's ankle tiltage right there, rotation, and you know, up and down a little bit. So there you go. So let me put this back on. Right. Hey, at least it's removable, so that I give it A+. But anyway, so he can hold his weapon here, so he can actually put this into his hand and just plug it on, and he can shoot some Decepticons down. He can try to defeat Scourge alone, but he's not alone, you know. In the movie, he was not alone. He was being helped. You know, he was he had someone backing him up. He had Prime backing him up, so he wasn't alone. So hooray for that. So yeah, but yeah, quite a fun figure to mess with right here. So I'm gonna bring in the Optimus Prime truck mode back in, because there's one thing I have to do here. There's literally one thing I have to do. I have to recreate this. So that's why he has a lot of articulation here. So I can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Hey, we can do that. Do that. Yeah, we can do that. Have him standing like there, like that, right here, like this, and whoo! This is cool. I like this. I really like this. You can recreate the scene and have him go punch it Prime. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I really dig that. I like how you can recreate the scene from the movie. So yay! Anyway, so all right. So now, what else can you do with this backpack right here? Well, of course, I showed off earlier. You can remove it, but other than removing the backpack, you can actually make this into a weapon. So there is a peg right here. You can flip down. So flip that down, and then you just plug this back on, like so. And there is the jet backpack in weapon mode. So you could give this to any of your other figures with a 5mm port in their hand. So I'm gonna zoom out a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing here. So you could, for example, bring in Bumblebee, and let me remove this blaster from his hand first. There we go. Remove this. So you can actually give this to Bumblebee and have him hold the jet gun in his hand. So that is pretty cool. Nice playability option right there. You can have that going on if you want to. Hey, that's pretty cool. Hey, that's quite neat. Quite neat that you can actually use this as a weapon. So that is pretty cool. So there we go. That is all you can do with the jet backpack. Alright. Put this back on ya. There we go. Because we're not talking about Bumblebee. We're talking about Noah Diaz. And Noah Diaz, very cool. Very cool. I do quite like him very much. So let's put him back together. Put him back together. Plug this back on. Plug this back on. Plug it back on. And put this over your hand. There we go. There we go. He's fully situated right here. So there we go. Let's bring in some size comparisons. Here is Noah Diaz compared with the original EXO-SUIT figure here, the Spike Witwicky from the 86 Sup line. And you can see how the two EXO-SUITs look together. And here we have Noah Diaz compared with the other Studio Series Rise of the Beast Autobots that we have so far. We got RC, Bumblebee, and Optimus Prime. So yeah, the Autobot team is shaping up very nicely. We just need to put in Mirage and the upcoming Wheeljack into the shot. And then we have the whole team, unless Stratosphere gets made, and we'll probably get him, I don't know, maybe in 2035, who knows? Who knows? Studio Series is a line that will never end. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, they look pretty good together. They look quite good together. But that is it for the robot mode comparisons right here. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beast Noah Diaz EXO-SUIT. And you know what? For a Core Class figure, it's quite nicely done in my opinion. You know, the robot mode. I got the robotic EXO-SUIT mode. It looks good. It looks good for what it is. Looks quite screen accurate, you know, but minus the jet backpack. But hey, it's a Core Class figure, you know, it has to transform into something, so why, hey, jet, why not? But as far as the jet mode goes, I actually do quite like it, you know, it's actually pretty neat, you know, pretty interesting concept here, so, and I think the jet is based on concept art, I'm not so sure, but hey, for what it is, I think the jet mode looks quite good for for this size. Yeah. The paint, I like the paint work on the figure. Definitely could have used a bit more paint to make it shine even more, but oh well, it is what it is. Articulation is quite good for this little core class figure. I am actually quite impressed with the amount of ball joints that he has. A lot of joints here, and all of them are nice and snug. Transformation is smooth, it's simple, it's straight to the point, so I got no issues with the transformation here. It's very easy. It's extremely simple. So yeah. But another thing about this figure that I do like is that you can remove the backpack. If you don't want to use it, you can remove it, chuck it in the bag, and never see it again. Or you can remove the backpack and use it as a weapon, as a gun, and give it to your other figures like Mirage or Bumblebee or Prime, whatever, you know. Do whatever you want with this figure. There's a lot of playability going on here, and I like playability better than the aesthetics. I prefer playability over aesthetics, you know. I prefer to have fun figures, and this guy is super fun to mess with. I'm very pleased with this guy, and I'm so glad that I have him in this collection right here. Hey, it's rare that we get full-on figures of these human characters, so I'm glad to, I'm happy to add him to the Rise of the Beast cast. So yeah. Alrighty. So if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 5, I think I'm gonna give him a 4.5 out of 5. My only complaint is just the lack of paint on those unpainted gray plastics. You know, the feet, the thighs, the shoulders just needed more paint. And maybe the jet needed more paint as well, but otherwise, solid figure, fun figure. I do quite like it. Yeah, there you go. So, and I think that's pretty much it for today's video review, peoples. So, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Studio Series Reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed, so I'll post links to that playlist in the description down below. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beast Noah Diaz EXO-SUIT, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to the other one, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, punch it, Prime!
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.